36 Many of my fellow teachers took sleeping pills for chronic insomnia. Several were aware that they were being affected by the Wi-Fi in the school but could do nothing about it. 3 of us unplugged the routers and were reprimanded, and formal letters of discipline were issued to us for tampering with the infrastructure. We were forbidden to talk to parents about Wi-Fi or its health effects and were effectively gagged. I was forced to leave because the Wi-Fi made me very ill and resulted in extreme electrosensitivity, but many of the younger teachers couldn't afford to lose their jobs, so they either found jobs elsewhere or medicated themselves to deal with the symptoms. Maria Plant, a teacher for 30 years in BC, Canada. 2 different people have told me that they were having episodes of atrial fibrillation and that cardiologists in a major cardiac clinic in Victoria, BC, Canada told them that, before any treatment was given, the patients should go home and remove all wireless devices and stay away from any wireless device for 2 weeks and see what happened. I heard that both of these people subsequently stopped having atrial fibrillation. It is significant that some doctors have begun to make the connection. Sharon Noble, Director Coalition to Stop Smart Meters, the Microwave Crime Wave. Renowned scientists such as Dr. Neil Cherry, Dr. Sam Milham, Dr. Robert O. Becker and others have long said that any man-made radio frequency radiation, no matter how weak the signal, is hazardous to humans and all forms of life, especially pulsed M/W microwave radiation. Inconceivably, precious children and their teachers are forced every moment they are at school to sit in classrooms with powerful industrial-grade Wi-Fi routers above their heads that emit the more dangerous pulsed form of M/W radiation on frequencies that the US military knows are lethal to all human organs and organ systems. Wi-Fi routers emit their pulsed non-thermal radiation in all directions constantly, blanketing entire areas. Non-industry scientists know that the harmful biological and health effects of low-level pulsed radiation are cumulative. It is not a question of whether a student or teacher will be harmed, but how much accumulated radiation over how many months and/or years their individual bodies can endure before they succumb to serious illness. James G. Jerry Flynn, retired Canadian Armed Forces captain. Disregard for humanity. 37 I cannot imagine who would knowingly harm children. Photo courtesy AFRICA-FACTS.org. Sub-Saharan Africa, always the hardest hit and most exploited. I know from personal experience that most of our formerly disenfranchised people, many of whom still live in dire poverty, would rather possess a cell phone than put food on the table for their children. A cell phone is usually the only means of communication that they have, since very few can get or afford a landline. 63. And it can feel like a necessary lifeline in an already desperate situation. Yet microwave radiation from cell phones and masts is having a devastating impact on the millions of Africans whose immune systems have been depleted by poverty and malnutrition. When pandemics occur, it is always the populations of sub-Saharan Africa that get hit the hardest, as they have such a diminished capacity for fighting any disease. They have no resistance to man-made electromagnetic radiation, and they receive no protection, no education, and no consideration or respect from the authorities. When it comes to cell masts,